All right, good afternoon. It's about 3:30 on the 10th of January. Here to do some work. So if you don't know, Rimmers is having a sale, and I'm a sucker for the Rimmers sale. So instead of trying to fight with this valance on the bottom especially, I'm going to take advantage of the sale. There's also some damage here with the bumps and where the license plate light goes and everything. I think I've documented most of that. Another crease in there. Anyway, I've taken advantage of the sale and decided to order an entire part, an entire rear valance. Didn't think I was going to do that, but frankly, it was a little too good to pass up. So that's on its way. I think it left jolly old Britain today, so hopefully I'll get that. I don't think I'm going to get it before the weekend, but anyway, so that's on its way. So that really alleviates a lot of work, obviously, back here. I still want to get the rear part of the boot floor there painted up with some POR. I'm going to hammer and dolly that crease that I had mentioned where I divoted it pretty good and see if I can get that flattened out at all. I can finish up this welding here, this little piece in here, but I may just leave it. I think I'm going to leave this bad spot weld cut out area for now anyway. We'll see when I get the valance here. I got a piece from the black car that I can repair that with. So I'm work on this and see if I can get it in there and do any work on that. And but the majority of the work that I'm going to try to do today, I'm going to turn the car around here to give me a little better access, because I'm going to repair the bottom portion of the the outer flange here and get that fixed, and then get that bottom rear wing in there. I'm going to try to do that. And I'm also going to go ahead and weld that guy up over there that I had kind of forgot about. And I've also got some inner wheel arch or outer wheel arch repairs to do there as well, similar to the other side. So that's the only goal for tonight, is to get those two spots fixed. All right, it's about 5 o'clock. Quick update. So I made this piece right here. You can notice that that's all one piece of metal. At least I think you can see that. Unlike the last time I did this, this is the front of the rear wing on the passenger side that I hadn't finished yet. So I used the stretcher in this case to kind of put that curve in. Before I had done that, this piece of metal was flat up until that point. I had bent it over using the brake and then stretched it, and it created that curve. And then I put it back in the brake and got lucky kind of and was able to bend it again. Now this is on the inside, so I'm not real caring. I don't care too much how this looks because you'll never see it. But I'm really happy the way that stretcher worked, shrinker stretcher worked. You can see the bow that put in that, and I didn't have to do that by using extra pieces of metal. So there's my setup with these. I just bolted them to this square 2-inch tubing, and then C-clamped them to the desktop or the workbench top. Not the best setup, but it was functional, and I can get all the oomph into it that I need. So definitely already worth it as far as I'm concerned. This saved me a lot of time. It only took me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get this piece like this. The last several minutes has been fitting it up and all that kind of stuff. So that piece is going to fit right in here. Get my light here for you. This piece is going to fit in here, kind of orientated like that or so. So it's not a perfect fit. Again, you're not going to be able to see this. So I'm going to get it tacked and then have to do a little bit more fit up and everything. This was not the prettiest of jobs back here originally. And then I'll try to get this lower portion of the wing on, but that's where I'm going so far. All right, it's about 10 after 7. The night has not been going well. I tried to put that patch in there and it just didn't work out. And now I'm kind of frustrated, so I really can't see it. So I skipped over to doing something that I was relatively brainless, and just kind of got the rest of this as ground down as I'm going to. I got some pinholes in there that I got filled, and I'm good with that. I got the bottom of the wing here kind of fit up and got it scratched and marked, but I don't want to cut that yet until I'm ready to go. And then I was going to try to repair the outer wheel arch, and again, kind of like with the other thing, I just couldn't see that in my head with the frustration. So I'm going to try to move on to something that's relatively easy and finally finish up this battery box. Really all I need to do here, hopefully, I say that now, is put these supports back on, and that'll be it. So I got a hole in the firewall there that I drilled through, and there that I drilled through, and getting these things out. Remember, this is one of the first things I ever worked on a long time ago when I was still when the car was still at my house. So we'll see. I'm not going to push it real hard. If it just doesn't work out, then I'm going to call it a night, but hopefully I'll get something done. All right, 7:30 or so. I think I'm ready to get this thing welded in. The problem here is that you can't clamp anything, or at least I can't. I might be able to try something with a really long, no, I'm not going to be able to. There's no way to clamp this thing, so that's going to be interesting. So I guess I'm just going to have to try to kind of press at it and hold it tight and get it tacked in, and then you know, try to hammer it down or something like that. If there is a way to get this clamped a little bit, then I'm not seeing it. So I gotta watch over here my interference. I got the 3 holes, like I said, for various wires, and I think the heater cable comes through here. And then these 2 holes here, the oblong holes, those are for the heater housing, the fan housing of the heater. And then that big guy up there, I think, is for the windshield washer or the windshield wiper wire. I don't know, that might be this guy. I don't remember how that all lines up, but anyway, so that's what I got going on in there. So I'm going to try to record this as I go, make it a little bit more exciting since excuse me, since this has been a pretty worthless night. So here we go. All right, here we go. Try and tack it down here at the bottom first, and I'll try to get a tack in up here. And I just popped that weld, and this is not my night. Not my night. Got that bottom tacked in. Bulkhead I'm worried about as far as heat goes, because that's just body metal, you know, 20 gauge. This battery tray is probably 20 gauge, maybe 18 gauge as well, but I got another thing of metal under there, so I'm not as worried about getting some good heat on her, but I am a little bit worried about the bulkhead, so just FYI. Well, they aren't the ugliest welds I've ever done, but they're pretty close. I don't know if you could hear the welding sound change from bacon to something else. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure it's a setup, but it's like the weld metal will not. It just beads up on the tip of the weld metal itself. It just kind of pulls, but it doesn't pull in the weld. It pulls on the tip of the weld metal coming out. So I don't know what's going on there, but I'm going to get this cleaned up a little bit and then move on to the other one. But I won't bore you with that. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I'm done. So I got the other side tacked in. I still have some welding to do there. Fill in all those holes. These huge spot weld holes are just no fun. At least not in here. So I still got unfortunately a pretty halfway decent gap between the bulkhead and the support there. Idiot me didn't think to bang from the back, but there you go. So yeah, that's it. So I got the bulkhead supports in, or excuse me, the bulkhead support for the battery tray in, and I kind of got this cleaned up back here, and that was about it. So yeah, another frustrating night. I don't know if I just expect this body work to come easier than it's coming to me, or what, but it's really kicking my butt and becoming pretty frustrating. But I want to drive this thing someday. That's the goal. So I'll get back over here hopefully Saturday, I think. We'll see, and hopefully get a full day in over here if I don't lose my mind. So pretty short video. Obviously I'll edit the welding down pretty fast, and we'll see if it's even worth putting up into YouTube. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week, hopefully, and thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting, and thanks for liking. Please visit the website, though I need to get it updated. It's been at least one visit now too since I've updated it, I think. Anyway, visit the website, www.roundtailrestoration.com. Thanks. Cheers.